All right, our Saturday chef, Chef Corbin Tomaszeski. Shesky, sorry.
It's okay.
Chef Corbin, I'm just going to call you Chef Corbin from now on. Here, you'll recognize him at home from HGTV. Lots of different shows that you've been.
Food Network too, yeah, a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, busy guy. So you're in town. Welcome to Vancouver, and you're heading out to Abbotsford to the TradeX today for their Fraser Valley Food Show. So what time are you on stage there?
Today I'm on at 1:15 and 5:15 or 1:35, and they're all after.
Around 1 or 5.
Yeah.
All right. Lots of questions from people, I'm sure. What are you focusing on?
Today I'm going to be focusing on the ease of cooking, the dispel the myths of all the complications and difficulties that people tend to associate in the kitchen. And I think people, why they don't cook, because they think it's way too difficult, or I need to have this ingredient specifically or this exact tool. And I just tell people to cook from your heart and forget the rules. That's the rule in my kitchen.
Forget the rules. There are no rules.
The heck with the rules. The rule is that there are no rules.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
And really cook with what's within arm's reach. And because we've got all this great product surrounding areas here in Vancouver, in the Abbotsford area, is that there's no excuse to create great, seasonal, healthy food.
Okay, so within arm's reach, I see acorn squash.
Acorn squash, you know, this is the best time of year for this kind of stuff because it's kind of like the fruits of all your labor, right? All the farmers and purveyors are bringing their stuff in, and this is the true testament
of harvest time, right?
Did I do the right thing, right? So lots of squash, really good for you, super healthy. So there's acorn, there's pumpkin, there's spaghetti, like there's all those different type of winter squashes. And they're really easy to cook. You just crack them open, take out their seeds, drizzle them with olive oil, and bake them in the oven until they're tender. And then you can cut them into little cubes. You can make soups. You can make just side dishes of vegetables, whatever you want. Today we're going to do a squash-inspired salad.
Okay.
That's quite healthy. Okay. And what we did is this is a mixture of butternut squash, acorn, and a little bit of pumpkin.
Oh.
Okay. If you don't have any of those three, whatever squash you can get.
Find some squash.
Right? And if, you know, stop on the side of the road and pick one out of the field.
Okay.
But all you do is you cut it up, roast it with a little olive oil, crack black pepper and salt. And
How long in the oven?
Until it's tender.
Oh.
See, that's one of the rules. People, this is a good example.
Yes.
People have to get fixated on have to have this temperature or this pan. No. Literally when you take a knife, and just poke it in, and when it's tender, that's how you know it's done. Okay. Because my oven isn't the same as your oven.
No, it's true.
Right?
Sure.
Yours is probably cleaner than mine.
And way smaller.
Or do you have shoes in yours? Because I have people that do that too.
Really?
Yeah, shoes, books.
Oh, because they don't actually use
Cook.
it.
No.
There you go. So when you take it out, are you just scooping it out, or how do you get it
You
off
can just, you can peel it and then roast it, or you can roast it in the skin and then scoop it out and dice it.
Okay.
Okay, but you just cook it until it's tender. And you can do it the day before, put in a little plastic bag in the refrigerator until you need it.
Easy.
Okay? Or if you roasted big ones like that and you have leftovers, this is a good way to use up leftovers.
Okay.
Okay, so it starts with all this great, beautiful squash. I'll give you that spoon. And now it's about layering in different textures and flavors to really elevate this salad so it's not boring.
Okay.
Because people like exciting food, right? Now, I call this squash and seed salad. So we're going to mix in different seeds. We've done sunflower, which are very, you know, typical this time of year, right? So we put some of those in for crunch. Just toast them lightly. White sesame seeds, you can do dark or black sesame seeds in there. If you don't have that, you can do mixed nuts, pumpkin seeds. With those, and these are all toasted, right? And these give crunch. Now,
so how are you toasting these, or are you buying them toasted?
No, you buy them untoasted.
Okay.
You put them in a dry pan on the stove top here, and you just toast them lightly. Or you put them in a baking tray or cookie tray in the oven for a few minutes, enough. And really what you're doing is you're bringing out the oils again to kind of bring back the flavor.
Okay.
Okay? Untoasted, not as flavorful.
Right.
Toasty, really flavorful.
Toasty.
And of course, cranberries. We're a week away from Thanksgiving.
Right.
A lot of cranberry farms around here.
Loads.
Right? So let's use them. These are some sun-dried cranberries. You can put those in.
You'll see them on your drive out to Abbotsford today when you look off the highway, because they're harvesting the cranberries now and they flood the fields. Big fields of red. It's pretty phenomenal, actually, when you're driving out.
See, that's why I picked it.
Yeah. There you go.
And so if you don't have the cranberries, you can do cherries, any type of dry type fruit. Okay. And essentially that's it. And then what you do is you can make your favorite dressing. This one is a balsamic and maple dressing, which I actually put back in the maple container.
Nice.
Yeah, just reuse it. I like it because it's easy to use.
So balsamic vinegar, a little bit of maple syrup.
1 part vinegar, 2.5 parts olive oil, salt, pepper. You can emulsify it with a little bit of Dijon mustard if you want, but otherwise oil, vinegar, seasoning, shake it up.
Okay.
Okay.
And how much maple syrup?
You know, just enough to sweeten it. Yeah, like a spoonful or so. Just put a little bit in here because you don't need a lot, because that squash and the cranberries are so sweet. We don't want to overpower it. And just gently toss it together. Look at you cooking.
Yeah. Look at me stirring. This is all I'm doing.
See, this is why it's so easy. Like, the kids can make this.
Right.
Right?
Well.
And then you just line a beautiful oversized platter with some of your favorite greens. This is fresh arugula or rocket, as they call it. And then you just spoon that on top. And because we want to make this extra special, we're going to add some protein. And what better protein than some fresh
Did you want all of
goat
it on
cheese?
top?
Sure. This is for 2.
All right.
This is. You want to impress somebody on date night? This is what you do.
All right.
You married?
Yes.
Yeah, make this for your husband. He'll love you on this one. Okay, and then you just literally flex some cheese on here, okay? And that's it. Simple dimple, right? Not a lot.
What is the biggest question you get, or the most often question you get asked at these events?
They always ask, how do you make it look so easy? And I just, I just cook with feeling. I cook with the way my grandmother and my mother cooked. No rules. Cook with what you got. It's called pantry raid cooking.
Pantry raid cooking.
Right?
Right.
Do you have anybody in the family that can just take things and whip it up like that?
Yes. Not me, but yes.
You probably could. If I needed a week with you, you'd have your own cooking program on the Food Network.
I love
Maybe a year.
Chef, yeah. Chef Corbin, thank you so much. ChefCorbin.ca is a website. Also, FraserValleyFoodShow.com. Are you going to feed that to me?
Well, no, you're going to feed yourself.
I was wondering, are you going to taste that yourself? All right.
I know it's delicious.
Hey, Corbin, forget about making a salad for her husband. How about her coworker? That's a little bit
There's
better.
2 portions here.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Looks good, Lynn.
That's delicious.
Excellent.
I'll bring it over. As always, our recipe is available on our website, globalnews.ca/BC. Look for Weekend Morning News. That's where you'll find all of our Saturday Chef's recipes. Chef Corbin, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Enjoy Abbotsford and the Fraser Valley.
I'm going to love it.
Jay?
All right. Thanks, Lynn.